So what is going on, everybody? Fernando Silva here with another video, and Apple just released iPadOS 14.4 RC, so that release candidate, which hopefully means that we're gonna get the official release for everybody to the public within the next 1 to 2 weeks. But without further ado, I kind of want to walk you guys through exactly what to expect with this 14.4 RC update and make it as quick, as concise as possible. So let's get right into it. So I took a screenshot before I actually updated to 14.4 RC just to see what the size of it was. So before, we were looking at about half a gigabyte for these updates, but now we're looking at about 4.5, which means, again, it's the RC, so it's a finalized version before it goes out to the public. So we were looking at about 4.5 gigabytes. Give yourself 9 gigabytes of space, ideally, so at least double that in order to install this and install it efficiently and quickly. And then let's head into the settings to see exactly what version we're on. So as everybody can see, we're on 14.4, and if I click on there, you can see that there's no more letter at the end of it. So we're on 18D52. So again, that means that the next version we're gonna get is probably gonna be the public release version. And now there were 3 main updates when it came to 14.4 RC that maybe we didn't see in the last versions, but Apple actually gave us release notes this time. But basically the 3 things are, you can now scan smaller QR codes, whether you're on an iPad or an iPhone. Then you can also categorize Bluetooth devices, and it's hard to show that because if I go to Bluetooth, you can notice that most of these are all Apple related products, so obviously Apple knows when their products are connected and they know what category of product that is. But even these third-party wannabe AirPods that are the Black Pods Mini, which I've been testing out a little bit, even those, they already know what category it is. But this is mostly for hearing aids, for car stereos, for anything to help Apple kind of differentiate the different third-party Bluetooth speakers that you're using, so Apple can learn from them and then make them better. And then the last thing is, you now get a notification, whether you're on an iPad or an iPhone, that if you replace your camera module, right? So if you break your camera, you crack it, something happens to it, then you go and get it replaced by a third party, and it's not an OEM or proprietary Apple camera, the device will notify you and let you know, like, hey, this is not an Apple certified camera. If something happens, it's not Apple's fault, it is that third party's fault, and Apple has nothing to do with it. So I'm assuming something happened with Apple for them to actually implement something like this, but that is what you're dealing with in terms of the 3 visual differences. And then of course we have the bug fixes that went with it. But that's pretty much it for 14.4, and I'm gonna have a whole video going over 14.4 holistically, kind of going through all the betas and exactly what to expect on both the iPadOS side and the iOS side. But that's pretty much it. But also big shout out to channel sponsor Paperlike, always keeping us hooked up, as you can see, getting that anti-glare going. Boom. I freaking love this thing. And also let me know what you think about this icon pack. Been working hard on it. I really like it. I'll link that in the description below for anybody that wants to try it out or even kind of look at it. But I'm a big fan of it. But enough about that. Let's get back to the normal view. So as everybody saw, there weren't too many updates. At least this time we got a few physical updates that you can kind of see and that are a little bit tangible. So we have the one update that allows you to scan smaller QR codes, which I know was a big issue, especially on the iPhones from far away. So hopefully that is fixed and you guys can start to see a difference when it comes to scanning smaller QR codes. Then there was the addition, which I did mention in the previous video, but the ability to now categorize different Bluetooth speakers depending on what you're using. Obviously it doesn't work with Apple products because Apple already knows what product that is through Bluetooth, but if you have a third-party Bluetooth speaker, car stereo, hearing aid that goes through Bluetooth, those are all things that like Apple wants you to categorize for them so they know and they can learn from all the accessories that you plug into your iPhone or your iPad. And then the last one was a little bit of a strange one. It was that notification that you get just in case, you know, you swap out a camera. Maybe you broke your camera on your iPad Pro, you went to go get it exchanged, you went to go get it fixed from like a kiosk at the mall or something like that. Apple will notify you and let you know that, hey, this is not an OEM product, this is not a proprietary Apple product. So if it doesn't work, it starts failing, don't blame Apple, blame wherever you went to go get it fixed. So I don't really know what the point of that is. Maybe there was an issue, because usually when Apple starts releasing things, it's because something happened in the past. So maybe there was an issue where something happened and Apple got in trouble with it, so now they want to notify anybody that goes to a third party, hey, this isn't an Apple part, this is from a third party manufacturer, and we don't know them. So those are the 3 main things that we saw that were visually different. But like I said earlier, if you guys want to check out Paperlike, the sponsor of this channel, first link in the description, and then also the icon pack that's on this iPad Pro will be the second link in the description for you guys. But that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.